Hello. In day 6 we are going to learn the commands like curtain wall and its types, place a component, add doors and windows and then column. Let's learn these commands now. To get the curtain wall, you click on the wall and wall architectural. So just have a look on the properties. Already I told you in the wall we have a basic wall. Just scroll down to come and then curtain wall. In the curtain we have three types of wall, that is curtain wall, exterior glazing and then storefront. Let's start with the curtain wall. The first one is curtain wall. You can draw any length of the curtain wall, that is the first one. Second, exterior glazing, and then third, storefront. In order to make with the same length, you just customize this, that is about 24 feet. You can make it 10 feet or 15 feet depending on the requirement. Same length I am giving, that is 10 feet for the second method, and for the third method also I am giving the same length, that is 10 feet. So just have a look on the 3D. So this is a simple curtain wall without any exterior glazing and then curtain grid, and the second one is simple glass wall with vertical grid lines, and the third one is simple glass with equal distribution of the grids and then along with the mullions. This is the main difference between these three type of the curtain wall. Let's learn how we can implement these three walls. For that I am just drawing the room about 10 by 10 or 15 by 15, whatever it may be. This is the basic wall room. Inside this I am just going with the curtain wall type. Just above the basic wall I am drawing this curtain wall about 7 feet or 5 feet. Just changing the second method and then doing the same thing. Clicking on the third method and then doing the same thing. So as compared to the first and second method, here you can see the third method of the storefront cutted the basic wall automatically, and the first and second has not cutted. You can see it in 3D view. This is the third method, and for the first and second method we have to cut it manually to make it visible. For that you select the basic wall first and then you will get the modify tools. Out of that, here we have a cut geometry option. We have to cut it. While doing this we have to follow A minus B rule, that is A is our basic wall. First you have to select that one and then select the second, that is your curtain wall, to cut it properly. Repeat the same process. I am just selecting the basic wall, get the cut geometry, first basic wall and then second curtain wall. So like this way you can cut. Use your shift and scroll button to rotate the model. Now the curtain wall height is about 10 feet. So if you want to customize the height of the curtain wall, then you can, in the top constraint you can say that is unconnected to operate the height, and then here we have a 10 feet height. You can make it 5 feet, 4 feet depending on the requirement. Same thing for this also. I just do the same thing, unconnected, and this time you can make it 4 feet for this curtain wall. In order to convert these two curtain walls as a window, I have to give the base offset. I have to lift it up. For that, just select that curtain wall and then in the property offset we have the base offset. How much amount you want to lift, that you have to give. That is nothing but sill height. You can give, that is about 2 feet 6 inch or 3 feet depending on the requirement. Same thing I do it for the second curtain wall, that is about 2 feet 6 inch or 3 feet. So like this way you can convert, not the height. Base offset we have to give it 2 feet 6 inch, like this. So now for this one I want to convert this as a balcony door. Balcony door is not 10 feet, it is normally up to 7 feet. Same thing, I just keep unconnected option in the top constraint and I make it 7 feet. So like this way you can convert these three types of the curtain walls into windows and then balcony sliding door, like that. So we have sub options, like if you want to add the grids for these windows. So here we have a curtain grid option. Take that curtain grid option. Either you want it horizontally or vertically, you just move the cursor and then you have a look on the distance option. Depending on the requirement, you just do on designing this curtain grids. For this also I am just adding the curtain grids. So once you add the curtain grid, next we have the option like Boolean. To give the support for this, then we go to the Boolean option. Either you want to add only segment wise or for the whole segment, depending on the requirement, you can go and then add it to the whole line. Grid line segment, you can add it for only one segment, or else at a time if you want to add the booleans for the whole curtain wall, then you can just click on this all curtain grid lines like this. Now if you want to change the material of the boolean, just zoom it and make sure you are selecting only the boolean option and then go to the property option. Even you can change the size of that boolean, you can make it radius, circular shape or square shape. You can change the shape of that and then click on the edit type to change the material. Now the by default material is aluminium. Click on the material option, follow the same process what we have done for the wall and floor. Rename it and then boolean. Go to the asset browser. If you want to give the wood material, then you can go to the appearance library, wood category, and then apply the required type of the wood and then close it, apply, OK, and then done. So like this way you can apply the different material. I just do Ctrl Z because I want to keep only the aluminium material depending on our requirement. This curtain wall we can use it for the interior partition wall. For that I am selecting the simple curtain wall. Between the Fiora and then living area, I just draw the curtain simple wall like this. Go to the 3D mode to make it visible. So already I told you we have to cut it. Select the main wall and then take the cut geometry option. Follow the A-B rule, that is basic wall is your A and then B is your curtain wall. I don't want to show the whole height. For that I am selecting the curtain wall and then decreasing the height. You can go to the top constraint and then keep it as unconnected and then the height I take is 7 feet or 5 feet, whatever it may be. I want to give the base height because I want to start the design by leaving some offset. For that, giving the base offset as 1 feet or 2 feet depending on your requirement. Rather than showing this as a simple plain, I just want to do some design. For that, we have to go to the edit profile option, that is I am going to change the shape of this curtain wall. Always you have to go to the elevation to change the profile of that. So here we have a exact profile. You can go with the any shape. I am going with the spline and then make sure the design is not intersecting with the main profile. Selecting this shape and doing mirror by draw axis. Pick the 2 point and then confirm whether it finishes or not properly. If not, then you just do combine like this and then try one more time. If it is done, again I just click on the edit profile. I want to copy this into multiple times. For that I am clicking on the copy option. Make sure your multiple option is on and then depending on your idea you just go on arranging this shape to make it design. Next I am just closing it and then go to the 3D view. So like this way you can do the partition wall by using the simple curtain wall, or else you can add the curtain grid and then boolean also depending on the requirement. For the frame creation, I go to the boolean option and then I just add the booleans to the boundary of this curtain wall, rotating it and then adding boolean to the top also. Done. Next one is component option. So just after the window option, here we have a component and then place a component. Place a component is just nothing but except door and then window. If you want to place any other furnitures, car, plantation, whatever it may be, then we are going to use this place a component option. But before that, you should have a collections of the libraries or families. So I click on the place a component option. You go to the property. Already you have a preloaded components here. Depending on the requirement, if you want to place any table, then you can place the table. And then here we have a different types of the plants. You can go and then place it. Or else if you want to load the other families, then I am clicking on the load family option. And then going with the same folder what we have, that is in the D drive, we have the projects family folder, that is Revit families. I'm going back, and furniture folder, we have a furnitures like TV, storage, seating, bed. Okay, depending on the room, you just go and then select the components. In the seating, I'm selecting the sofa. You can select 2-seater, 1-seater, single-seater, any it may be. Open it and then just have a look on the property and then place it. If it is a single-seater, then you can place. If it is a triple-seater, even you can modify this, or else you can load the particular type of the family. Now I am editing it, duplicate it, and then say 3-seater. So whatever the dimensions of the 3-seater sofa, now this is 3 feet, you can go with 6 feet width of the sofa, and then done. We know the modification command, that is rotate, to rotate this and place it depending on the requirement. Use your arrow keys to adjust that. Like this, in order to place any furnitures, you have to use the component and then place a component. Same thing for the trees. I am going with the load family option. And then I have a entourage folder. In the same folder, we have the entourage folder. So here we have a chair, car, men, like this. But you can load any type of the family first from the entourage folder. And then next, we have to convert this a render appearance. For that, here we have a type, and then here we have a render appearance. As the render appearance is picture frame, select on that, and then here in the class option you can say all or fall trees, like that. You can say all, and then depending on the requirement what type of tree you want, just take it. Okay, and then here we have some plantation landscape area. I am just going to place it number of times. And then go to 3D to check it. If it is not visible, then make it zoom to fit. To place the column, just after the component option, here we have a column. Expand that. Here we have a structural column and then architectural column. In the architectural mode, we have to use the column architectural. In structure mode, we place the structure column. So now to decorate my model, then I am just going to the column architectural. By default, we have one type or one shape of the column. If you want to load the other type, you should have the collections first. For that, I am going to click on the load family option. Again, I am going to select it from the folder for that column. And here we have a circular column and different types. Open it. Once you load, then you just edit it and then duplicate and give the name, that is column. Whatever the size you want to give, you can decrease and increase the size depending on the requirement. And then just have a look in the edit type. We don't have any height option to customize the height of the column. In the higher version, we may have the height option, or else we may have the top level to set it. In the lower version, if you don't have, then you just place it first where you want. The base level is plinth level. Go to 3D and then check the height. As the base level is plinth level and the top level is first floor, if you want to customize it for the compound wall, normally the compound wall height is 1.5 meter, that is 5 feet or 5 feet 6 inch. In that case, take a column architectural and change the shape. Now edit type, duplicate. I am renaming it as a column 1. Normally the column thickness and depth is about 6 inch by 6 inch or 9 inch by 9 inch. Okay. Next, place it. As I already told you, to adjust the height, go to the 3D. Just have a look. The base level is ground level or plinth level and the top level is first floor. For the compound wall, we have to place this column to the ground level. But I want to keep the height of the column as 5 feet 6 inch. We can't change until and unless we have to create one more level for that. To add one more level, we should be in the elevation view and then LL, pick a line, add it, that is 5 feet 6 inch from the ground level. 5 feet 6 inch from the ground level, you have to add one more level, that will be your column level, that will be level 4. I am just renaming it according to requirement. This is 02 column level. And the next become 03 first floor. Keep this in the same sequence. Next you go to the 3D, adjust the height, that is the column top level is column height. Like this way you can adjust and repeat the same process. In the next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.